Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's week 12 in college football. We are talking with Jeff from BMOCmoves.com, who's been nailing it with us in these videos for free for quite a while now. Jeff, the first game you've chosen, Wake Forest, Clemson. This is an interesting one. Clemson's a 29-point favorite, right? They obviously have their sights set on South Carolina next week. Then the ACC championship game after that. They beat Syracuse last week, but they were way too big of a favorite. They're just 3-5 against the spread over their last 8. And Wake Forest, they covered against Notre Dame. They actually outgained them. They've been covering recently in general. They're 4-2 against spread over their last 6. Considering how big of a favorite Clemson is here, what they're doing looking ahead, and they also haven't had a bye in a long time. Wake Forest is going to be given 100% for sure. Clemson, if they get a lead, probably reduce it down to 80% maybe. Wake Forest plus 29, got to be a good bet, right?
Yeah, I'm on the same side, Peter.
Yeah.
You look at Wake here. You mentioned they don't really get blown out. With the exception of UNC, they haven't really gotten blown out this year.
Sure.
You also couple the rest factor with the fact that Dabo Swinney, we know, very animated coach. He's come out and said Wayne Gallman, their star running back, and they're one of their better cornerbacks, Mackenzie Alexander. The only way they're going to play in this game is if they're 100%. They are not 100%. You're not going to even see them in this game. Couple that with everyone else, Deshaun Watson. We know he's injury prone. Why is he going to be in this game after halftime if they're up?
Right.
Wake's a gritty team. Look, they're not the best offensive team in the world, but they have a capable quarterback. They have a defense that's actually pretty good. The only problem is, Peter, they haven't scored more than 20 points since the end of September. So it's going to be a tall order, but I have this at like a 35-10, 34 14 type of game. I just think this is too many points for a team that has a look-ahead spot next week. They're not worried about Wake Forest. They're not worried about covering. And Wake just doesn't really get blown out. So I think this is their Super Bowl. They're going to play hard. Number 1 team in the country. You got to get up for that. I don't care who you are. I like Wake here. This is a lot of points.
I'm agreeing with you, Jeff. There's actually a lot of factors here that would make me lean towards Wake Forest. If there were only 2 or 3 of them in play, I'd probably like them anyway. But all of them being in play makes me like it kind of a lot. Jeff from BMOCmoves.com liking Wake Forest currently plus 29. It's gotten bet down a little bit from an earlier line of about 30.5. We'll see where it closes. Jeff, tell us about your website, BMOCmoves.com.
Peter, they've donned me a new nickname. They call me the Mac Daddy. You know why, Peter?
Really?
10-3 in Maction over the last 13 games. 10-3. I love Maction. I love the midweek football.
Yeah, those can be tricky games.
They can be, but we've nailed them for a long time now. College basketball started out the season 10-7. For if you're not good with math, 60%. Hit my big play today on Temple plus the 1 outright. Doing well in college football as well. Hit our 2 big plays last week. I'm on fire, not just here, but over my website. Come join me at BMOCmoves.com.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Thank you, Peter.